for these deals, apparently, the way he explained it to me was that, the pictures that you'll find of the property are kind of like very basic pictures. The kitchen, the living areas, the exteriors, and those are the same standard pictures across the MLS, across Homes.com, across Trulia. They're all the exact same. And so if someone's looking for this deal and they go to any of those websites, they're going to find kind of the same standard pictures. Whereas he would go there and take, a ton of pictures on his own phone and take pictures of things that people might not necessarily think about. People won't be able to see just based off of the standard MLS pictures if the agent goes in there. So kind of getting creative about it. And he'd create his videos. He'd create he posted on Instagram, Facebook, things like that. And apparently it was a huge help for him in selling his homes. And ultimately he made an app that kind of does the same thing. It's like the Instagram for real estate.
Yeah, I think that's very interesting because, when you're trying to appeal to a buyer for any sort of residential property, I think having those professional, awesome looking photos on the MLS or on the Zillow and the Trulia, it's an absolute must have. But it sounds like for the market that he's in and his clientele, his buyer is going to be a little bit more sophisticated. And I think, those initial photos, like the marketing photos that always look good, are going to tell the story of how awesome this house is and how great the seller has kept the house and how much value they've added. And so I think as a sophisticated buyer thinks about it, specifically in his market, in the high priced, high net worth area of California and Beverly Hills, going in and taking those photos that allow his client to walk through the property without actually having to spend their time to go there is something that appeals to them. And so, sometimes you can take a photo of a kitchen and it looks like this massive open concept kitchen, but then you get in there and the feel is a little bit tight between the island and the sink. And so if he's in there snapping photos of real angles that people are going to use and be able to kind of visualize themselves in that space, I think that's where you get the buyer. And they have an appreciation for it because, again, time is very important. And so if they're not having to spend the time to go out and tour and look at it, and they can use his app and know that he walked it and they trust him, then he's building that client relationship and that buyer's buy-in to purchase the property.
No, yeah, great advice. I was kind of confused at first. I was like, well, every single like luxury home I've ever seen listed has professional photos on the MLS, right? But it's, as you mentioned, it's about taking the pictures that are more tell a more truthful and tell a story to the buyer. So as you mentioned, not trying to take some crazy angle down low, make it look like the kitchen's a lot bigger than it is. A lot of times, again, they'll just take kind of the pictures of it'll just be one picture of each room at maybe not the best angle. And from my understanding, it seems like he's taking a lot of pictures so that literally they can do a video walkthrough without actually having to do the video. I'm not sure why he didn't chose the video route, but I guess the pictures were working better. But yeah, I guess he's got this app where you can go into where agents can go into properties, take a bunch of pictures, post it to this app, and then those pictures are the listing. So you get the listing by posting those pictures, and the idea is to make it like a crowd-funded version of the Zillows that you don't have to pay, $10,000 a month to be shown in the search results.
I think
that was interesting.
Yeah, I think the lesson here from this one is that he found a need for his clients. His clients needed to see more photos than what was just available on the MLS or on the listing. And so he created a solution to fill that need. And obviously, he's closed $2 billion, you said, in real estate from a transactional side. And I think a huge component of that was finding that need for his clients to buy more properties, and it was giving them more photos. And so, heck yeah, go take a ton of photos and sell $2 billion in real estate. and help your clients by adding value to them, I think it's an excellent win.
And then obviously, this doesn't just apply to selling homes. If you're a rental investor, you can do the same thing when you can kind of have the same thought process when you're taking pictures for your rentals. Don't just go in there and quickly rush with your iPhone to take pictures so you can get your listing up. Go to Craigslist. I went to Craigslist and spent like $50 as a college student who's like majoring in photography, and she went in there and took like hundreds of pictures, and then I got to go select the ones that I thought told the best story of the property. So it wasn't just some of them were just sort of pictures of just a bookshelf or just pictures of like zoomed in on the fireplace or in the backyard. Again, it's not just taking like, here's the office, here's the bedroom, here's the bathroom, and that's it. It's just showing them what are the highlights of the property.
Yeah. If anyone out there, in the best ever community, if you want to be the best ever and sell your property for the most or the best ever value, you need to spend money for professional photos, period. End of discussion on that. It's the most appealing thing that is going to draw traffic into the home. So you need to get people out of their computer first by giving them excellent quality photos for them to show up and go and tour and look at your property and then buy it for top dollar. So spend the money on professional photos.